Okay. So just a reminder about confidentiality. Anything you say here is just between us. That's something that I value a lot. Aside from obviously Dr. Lawrence will be watching just kind of as my supervisor. Did you
Right.
have any questions about any of the informed consent information that we went over last week?
No, I don't. I don't have
Okay,
any.
awesome. And then last week, just to kind of refresh what we talked about, we really focused on talking about how you have your nieces and everything that's been going on with your sister and kind of the stress that that's been causing you. And not really having a lot of time to decompress is kind of what we focused on.
Right.
And then at the end of the session, we kind of talked about how you would try to make a list of some things you could do for self-care.
Mhm.
So how did that go?
Well, for one, when it's time to go to bed anyway, I decompress. I had a TV off. I had a moment to myself pretty much. And I go online and I read different inspirational quotes or whatnot. So I do that. I also go out to eat alone. So I do that. So I leave the kids here and I just go out to eat, sit by myself and have a meal. So it's a couple of things that I do. And then I have friends that I talk to because I definitely had to reach out to a couple last week and vent to them.
Okay,
So
that's awesome.
yeah, yeah, I feel better.
That's good. And you said your nieces aren't with you this week, so hopefully you're getting a little break.
Right. Although they are over my sisters, and I had to go over there yesterday because they do therapy online, so I had to take them to computers or whatnot so they can have their sessions. So I've seen them for a couple hours.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
How's everything else been going, like just since the last time we talked?
Um, I did. I reached out again to my sister's adoption case manager.
Mm-hmm.
So she informed me that I will have to go through the courts in order to receive the subsidy that my sister receives. So I have to do that. And then when I get done, when the session ends, I am actually going to take the papers out to Oakland County Court and drop them off for guardianship.
Okay.
So
So you're
I'm
just trying to
definitely
get
going
guardianship over them, or you're trying to adopt them?
no
Okay.
guardianship.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get guardianship so I could at least have some, additional income resources coming in.
That
Yeah, I think
sounds
almost
good.
a year is over time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So a whole year you've just been kind of doing this on your own. So now you're hoping to get a little bit of help.
correct.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Well, that's
and that's
good.
that's about that. Um, my niece did call her mom to see if because she had ordered a jacket to see if it came,
Hmm.
and she asked if they were coming home, in which I don't allow them to go over there anymore.
Okay.
So she was like, "No, we can't," because I told them if y'all go, y'all have to stay. Y'all can't come back because y'all come back and then I got to work with you again to bring you back to your new norm,
Hmm.
and it's just too much. It's not healthy, so they can't go visit.
Yeah, it sounds like it's almost easier to not have them kind of revert back to what they were doing and just
Correct.
stay on their routine that they've been doing, have their structure,
Hmm.
all that good stuff.
So yeah, so of course she had something flipped to say, but I'm used to it.
How does that add to the stress level? I know you said you're kind of used to it.
uh, it don't because I'm at the point I don't pay her no attention, and
Okay.
she can't call me because I have her blocked.
Hmm.
Um, so she'll say whatever she have to her daughter, but I know they're not going back to not even visit. And my niece don't want to go. She wants to go back, but she don't because she knows she can't come back over here.
Hmm.
So um, she's doing what's best for her. So I know it's not going to happen.
That's good. Does
So
it affect your relationship with them when your sister just makes her comments or whatever she says?
it don't.
That's
It
good.
don't at all. My niece, she has, a couple times taken up for me. Um, but it don't because they know the situation isn't healthy. you know, so they know that uh, that I'm trying to do what's best. Although, you know, it's sometimes like a little pull, but they know what's best. So no, they don't.
Okay, so they don't, they just kind of take that, whatever she says with a grain of salt and kind of just move
That's it.
forward. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. So yeah.
So do they still talk to their brother, your nephew?
They do.
They do, yeah.
Yes. They still talk to him. They talk on a regular basis. Like I said, it's my one niece that's actually her biological brother.
Okay.
The other niece, she was adopted. It was actually my cousin, his child, his
Okay.
kids that she adopted some of. So excuse me. But yeah, they still converse. And then she still converse with her brothers. Diana, she still converse with her two brothers that another one of my cousins have.
Okay.
So yeah.
So she has two brothers biologically, but she was adopted by your sister.
No, it's actually five. No, it was six of them total. My
Okay.
cousin had with her mom. So my sister took the youngest three, which Jacob is 11, Diana 13, and Javon is I think 16, going on 17 or whatever. And then the other three, another one of my cousins took in.
Okay.
But you know, they like 18, 19, and one is still in high school.
So a little older, closer to adults.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
So yeah. So yeah, they still talk. But at the same time, I keep them from going over where the sisters are at because that's not healthy either.
Same kind of environment.
Yeah, they have all the freedom in the world to do whatever. So they can't go over there either. They see their sisters, it'll be at a family event or something, but they can't go over to the one cousins either.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then long term, do you plan on keeping them with you?
Well, it looks like it.
Okay.
You know, like I said, I have my moments where I'm like, y'all gotta go,
Mm-hmm.
you know, deal with it. I can't, because I gotta think about me. So I definitely have the moments. But it looks like they're gonna be here.
Mm-hmm. But you'll get some relief in the summer, right? Because they're gonna go and
For
stay
sure.
with your kids.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
they out of here.
And
They
that'll
outta
be
here.
a good environment for them too, right? More positive
Right.
structure.
Yeah, for sure. So they would spend some of their summer there. Then I have another cousin. She doesn't mind them coming over because she has a 5-year-old, so she can use some help with the 5-year-old. And then they have a restaurant, so they probably can work up there sometimes too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give them a little more structure, something to do in the summer even.
Yeah, yeah. So they definitely gonna be busy between one of my sisters, my cousin, and in Atlanta.
Sounds like you
yeah.
have a good support from the family, you know, that you do allow them to see.
I do. One of them for sure. They can come and go whenever. My sister that's actually stays close by, you know, she says she will get them every other weekend, which I know sometimes it could be a couple weekends straight. It's no real biggie. So yeah, that's where they are now, and they're gonna be there to probably Friday or Thursday. And then I'm gonna take them over to my cousins.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do? I know you kind of have a busy schedule, but what are you gonna do for yourself in that time that you have kind of a little break?
Actually, I need to prepare to take my MTTC test.
Okay.
So that was my plan for this break. I got to do a couple things around here, some paperwork, but I need to buckle down and
Study. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So I can take this test.
Okay.
And then I'm glad because I read my email. They were originally giving us only 2 tickets for the graduation. And I'm like, I have more than 2 kids. You want me to pick and choose? So now they're not giving out tickets, and they was like, please try to limit it to 6 people.
Okay.
So that was wonderful.
Yeah, that sounds really good. So you were kind of worried, that you'd have to pick, but now
Yeah, it's like, huh?
two
So,
people is not very many.
no. And then one person was trying to pick between her husband for sure, but then her mom and daddy. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, don't put us in that type of, situation we got to pick.
Yeah, when you said that, I thought, ooh, 2 tickets. I don't
You're
know.
right, 2 tickets, and it's at the Callahan Hall. Come on now. So I'm glad. I'm glad they changed that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So other than studying, is there anything that you plan on doing to just kind of like decompress, or any like fun things that you have going on?
Right. Well, I'm supposed to hang out with a friend today too, a male friend of mine. But actually, Saturday, my nephew played for Michigan, UAM, and they have a game Saturday. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna go because it's gonna be in the 40s.
Mm-hmm.
But I plan on doing that. I
That
plan on
sounds like
doing that.
fun.
Yeah.
Good
So
time to just
I'm
kind
gonna
of
do that.
unwind a little.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that.
Awesome. Hopefully we do have nice weather because it's unpredictable here. So
I know. I read about the sleet we supposed to get tonight.
oh,
So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then next weekend, Friday to Monday, I'm actually flying out to Arizona for the first time.
that sounds exciting.
Yeah, and the kids they're gonna be here with my brother and my cousin. So
Are you going
I'm-
for like a fun trip or
it's gonna be a fun trip.
a
It's my
fun trip?
son's birthday.
Oh, so exciting. So you get to see your son
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So how often do you see your kids that live out of state?
Uh, well, my baby in Tallahassee. I don't see her often like that. I did see her last month because we took a road trip. My son, it seemed as if I've been seeing him and my daughter and my grandson seem like monthly, like every other month. So I'm gonna
Okay.
see them. I'm gonna see them next month, and then they're gonna come here in May, and then I might see them the end of May, but then for sure the end of July because we're going on a cruise.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So it's just your son that you see like once a month, and then your younger daughter that you don't see very often, and they are the only two that live out of state?
No, I have an older daughter that lives in
Okay.
Atlanta as well.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, and then my baby, Tallahassee, like I said, I seen her last month. Before that, it was Christmas time because she actually came home and ended up with COVID. So you can imagine how our Christmas was.
Oh,
So yeah, so I see her. I will see her next week as well because she's going to be there.
that's exciting. Kind of have all your
Yeah,
kids in one place.
yeah. So it's going to be a bunch of us, bunch of us.
Awesome. That
So
sounds
yeah,
really fun.
looking forward to that.
Do you get
Yeah.
any like stress or anything from not seeing your younger daughter as often?
Um. Well, you know what? I do. I do at times because it's not so much not seeing her, but she has a few health issues.
Okay.
So of course I worry about that and I stay on top of her about that. So yes, when it comes to that, but she's down there with a couple cousins, and then my oldest two kids' dad, he consider her his daughter as well. So he was just down there, him and his aunts, visiting them, and they left yesterday.
Okay.
So yeah, there are some concerns when she's not feeling well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
you're
we talk daily. I talk to all my kids daily
okay.
and we FaceTime. So
Aw,
I definitely do that.
that's good.
Yeah.
So your younger daughter, worry a little bit because you don't see her as often because she's got some health stuff going on, but you guys do
Yeah.
talk every day.
Oh yeah, we definitely,
So
yeah. Yeah.
awesome.
Talk, FaceTime. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And
I'm
so
pretty close
exciting
with
that
all my kids.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And so exciting that you're getting to see them all, especially the younger one, not seen her since Christmas.
Yeah. Well, no, I seen her last month
Oh, last month. Okay.
because we flew to Atlanta, one of my nieces, and then my oldest daughter and my grandbaby, we drove to Tallahassee. And then we drove over to Panama Beach. and spent the
Okay.
night. Yeah.
That sounds like fun. So you have some fun sprinkled in there. You have the cruise plans and
I
your
do.
trip. That's
I
good.
do. I do. I try to. I really do. I try to.
When you come back from visiting your kids, do you feel more refreshed?
I do. But this last go around, when because we had a rental. So my niece Diana and I drove, took the rental, got to the airport, and they had called and text the rental car people and was like, "Hey, you have our keys." And I'm like, "No, I put the keys on the dashboard." So once I got all the way to the back and we were lining up to get on the flight, I look at I go in my pocket and I had the keys.
Oh no.
So I called my son because he worked at Enterprise. And I'm like, "Hey, I got the keys, but I gotta get on this flight." So he said, "Well, let me call, see who's there." So then he called back. Not only did I have their keys, but I left my keys in the car.
Oh no. So you
So
just
those was
swapped
my
them.
keys. Yeah. And they've been in my pocket when I got there. So I know I wouldn't leave them. So that was kind of like a big mess. So I had to send their keys. My son overnight my car keys. I held my car at the airport. So I got back Monday morning. I couldn't get my car to Thursday. I think it was Thursday. So yeah, it was kind of a mess.
So some of the little things about traveling can be stressful, right?
Yes, all my
Yeah.
life. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't. I
But
wasn't
for the
expecting it.
most part, you do feel refreshed when you come back.
Yes.
That's good.
Other than that, yes, I do.
I feel like there's always something when you travel, there's something's gotta add a little bit of stress. Can't have all the fun.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely did this last go around. So yeah, that was that though. It was pretty cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
Any I know it's your son's birthday. Are you guys doing anything special or just kind of all gonna get together?
No, my eldest, she believes in doing a whole itinerary.
Okay.
She likes to have things planned. So it's like I said, it's gonna be a good 20, 30 of us. So a tour on a boat, ATV riding, some with a mountain, and I think they're gonna parasail, which definitely not doing that one. And then they're younger, so they're gonna party.
Okay.
So they're gonna party. So myself, one of my other sisters, gonna have the grandbabies, and we're gonna do our own thing.
Okay. That still sounds like a good time though. And it sounds like
Yeah.
your daughter is very similar to you in that she likes that structure.
Yes, she definitely has to have that itinerary going on, which I like that. I
Mhm.
definitely like it. And then the day of my son's birthday, which is the 10th, uh, they're gonna have a pool party at their Airbnb, in which we have hotel rooms. We weren't trying to stay with the youngins. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking
Sounds like
forward
it's
to
gonna
that.
be a really good time.
Yeah.
And then
So
you'll get a
yeah.
nice little break.
Yes. Yeah. Because my
Awesome.
nieces were trying to go. Um, but they're not going. I told them they could try to go on a cruise for my
Mhm.
birthday because I understand they're not, which would be better opposed to trying to go to Arizona.
Especially because that's coming up, quicker, right?
Right.
Yeah,
So yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it all.
that's awesome. So that structure that you see in your daughter, do you see any of that with the two kids that you have now, like kind of developing since they've been with you?
Um, I do. I do some of it. But at the same time, it's like they have a ways to go because they
Hmm.
still try to, well, why not? Well, can we? And it's like, yeah, I know the rules now. You do what you have to do and you can have fun. You don't
Hmm.
do what you're supposed to do, there's no fun. There's no phone. So this don't make no sense. Okay. But yeah, I know that it'll be a year in May since you all been with me. So
Hmm.
it's like, come on, come
Yeah.
on. So they gonna get there. I'm hoping and praying that they get there.
So it sounds like they're doing a lot better in the structure, but they're still kind of pushing back a little bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, definitely Ariel, definitely
Is she
Ariel.
the younger one or the older
No,
one?
she's the ninth grader.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely.
Okay.
So, but it's not, it's just, um, if I say no, she'll come back 5 minutes later. Well, Auntie, can I? Auntie, can I? And it's like, did you hear me the first, second, third, fourth, fifth time?
Hmm.
So she does that. Not so much as mouthy and all that, but it's always a little pushback.
Okay. And that can be, stressful too, right?
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Like I said, I have underlying health issues. Instantly, my stomach starts hurting,
Okay.
and there's nothing I can take to make it stop.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds like some of those maybe like somatic symptoms kind of just like sitting in your stomach.
so
Yeah.
yes. So yeah, that's when I'm like, I can't do this because this is messing with my health.
Hmm.
So I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Yeah.
Have you seen, um, like I know that there has been progress since they've been living with you. Is it something that you can kind of look back on and think like, wow, this is an area where they've really improved?
Um, just a little bit. But
Okay.
my cousin, one of my cousin, she has noticed a change.
Hmm.
She's definitely noticed a change, she said. With me, I don't know because we're here together. At one point I just knew for sure I seen the change, especially in Ariel, but then she went right back to her same self. But as far as, with chores and whatnot, okay, they on top of it.
Hmm.
But as far as attitude and their mouth and their way of thinking, it's a long way to go. Long way to go.
Do you think that they maybe push you more since they're with you more frequently and you're like their primary caregiver?
Well, you know what? For sure, because beforehand, when we had little family functions, we would see them, but it
Hmm.
got to a point my sister stopped coming around, so we wasn't seeing them as often. Um, so I really didn't know this side of my niece,
Okay.
you know, all that mouth. And then Diana doesn't have the mouth like that. However, Diana can be defiant. Like if she don't want to do something, she's not gonna do it, and I take the punishment. So
Okay.
she have her moments when she like that. And then sometimes, I have to remind her, like, who are you talking to? I'm just playing, I'm just playing. And it's like, no, we don't play like that.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to do these papers, and like I said, I'm just gonna hope and pray things change and change real quick.
Hmm.
Um, because other than that, I don't know because I gotta think about my health.
Yeah.
I gotta think about my health. My health comes first. I won't be no good to my own kids or them. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I don't know. Things just gonna have to change, or I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it does sound like you have a lot of fun things to kind of decompress, get, less stress on you, kind of coming up some
Hmm.
fun events. So that'll be
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So yeah, that would definitely be good. Like I said, I'm kind of glad they're not going because I wanted that time to myself. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have to be talking to nobody or anything. So yeah, I'm kind of glad they're not going on the cruise. They can run around, do their own thing. I don't have to be on them, you
Hmm.
know. But yeah, it's best they don't go on this trip.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it'll be nice for you too to have some time with your kids that you don't get to see all the time and your grandkids.
right. So yeah.
Awesome. All right. So you have been doing some things to kind of decompress and de-stress.
Mhm.
So that sounds like it's going well. Still have some stress though with the nieces. And that's okay. You know, they're still adjusting and you're
Right.
still adjusting and you're trying to give them some structure. And it sounds like you've kind of figured out what's worked. And some things that haven't worked, like when they go back and see your sister and those kinds of
Mhm.
things. So you just kind of
Mhm.
avoid those.
Right.
Um, and you've seen maybe not a ton of positive changes, but your sister did say that she has noticed some.
Mhm.
So that's good. And today you're filing for guardianship, so hopefully you'll get a bit of relief there.
Right.
So that sounds good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. Hopefully the process isn't long. I know over the phone the lady said it's better to drop them off because by mail the forms is gonna take a little longer before I get a date for a hearing.
Okay.
So I'm definitely going to just drop them off and hopefully, get a date real soon.
Yeah. Did they give you any kind of expectations as far as how long the wait would be for a hearing?
Um, I think within a month.
Okay. So
I
not
think
not
within a
too
month.
bad.
Yeah, not too bad. I think it's within a month.
And that'll
So
be good.
yeah,
Hopefully all of that works out and you can get some additional support.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, I think everything sounds like, you're finding ways to manage the stress while taking on this big responsibility of helping your nieces, which is
Hmm.
awesome. I think it's awesome that you're able to do that.
Yeah.
But just for sure, make sure, you're watching your health and things like that.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Do you have anything else that you want to talk about before we kind of wrap things up?
No, I don't.
Okay. Awesome. Well, it was really nice to have this time and talk to you and get to know you a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely needed this. My oldest daughter, I need to see a therapist. I said, I am. I'm seeing one too.
Awesome. Kind of feels good to talk to someone, that
Yes,
you're not familiar with.
correct, for sure.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well,
So
I'm
this
glad that
definitely
you
helped.
felt good about it.
I did. I do. I needed to get some things off my chest and I did. So definitely
Good.
appreciate it.
I'm glad I could help.
Yeah.
Do you have any feedback for me? I know I asked kind of more questions today.
You definitely did ask more
Yeah.
questions. You asked more questions. You were definitely sympathetic. I mean, the fact you just said and you heard me out. I know I was rambling some, but um, definitely showed patience and you listen. So it was pretty good. I think you
Awesome.
did a great job.
Anything you would say that you think I could improve on?
Um, uh, I can't. I don't think so. I
Okay.
can't think of anything. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I can't.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's
I
okay.
think you did a good job. I think you did a good
Awesome.
job.
Thank you.
Yeah. And
All
like I said,
right.
I really needed this. So
I'm glad that it was helpful for you too.
yeah, it was.
And like I said last session, I was a little bit nervous because we've never met before, but
Hmm.
it was awesome. So I
Yeah, it
really
was.
appreciate the help.
No problem. So this is it for as
This
far
is
as
it.
this it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, I wish
I'm
you much
excited.
success in this program.
Thank you.
For me, it definitely had its challenging moments, but it was definitely, well worth it. You
Hmm.
know, um, when I first started, they threw me in research, and I was just like, research. I got to do all this. And that was, I don't know if you had research already, but if
Mhm.
you did,
I
ooh,
did.
ooh. But yeah, it was definitely, that was my most challenging class, like
Okay.
my most challenging class. Every other class was, pretty cool.
I
That
have
one, that.
program development right now, and I think for me that's the most challenging so far.
Oh, who you have?
I have Condilli.
I had her for the first time last year.
Mhm.
And when I say, talk about somebody that a couple of times had to take my anxiety medication for,
Aw.
and it was online. We was online at that time, but I was just like, oh my goodness. I don't know. It was just a lot of pressure. I have her
Yeah.
now for internship. It's pretty cool. Because we're not doing anything, but yeah, that was my first time actually taking her.
I would think I've had her every semester. She's also my advisor. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. No, I had it one time. That was it. One time. That was it.
And
But
how much
it's
longer
pretty
do
cool.
you have in your internship? Just the end of the semester?
That's it. Well, you
Awesome.
know what? So this part is over in April, and then it
Mhm.
starts back up. But I will be done with mine in June. I will have all my hours and everything.
That's awesome.
So
Very
yeah, I'm,
exciting.
I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, good luck today with your paperwork and with
Thank
your
you.
internship and your exam. You're going to do
Okay.
awesome.
Thank you. Good luck to you as well.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.